I've always had to please my parents. I took a very big leap. I just have to tell them that, this is what I want to do. Hi! Rosie! Good girl! Yes! Aww. My name is Ina, and this is me. My name's Ina, and what makes me come alive is my dogs and photographing dogs. Constantly being around dogs makes me happy, but just being able to get up every day and know that I get to do what I love, it's awesome. My heart dog, Mac, he passed away from heart failure. He was only 9 years old, and that was in 2019. Back then, I couldn't find any outdoor pet photographer. I've been doing photography as a hobby for many years and never thought of pet photography was the thing until, really, I wanted to be able to capture that personality of Mac, but also his connection to me. That inspired me to start my pet photography business. I was working in the public service and I wanted to be able to have time to spend with Mac and to take that time off, but there's no carers leave for pets. So it would have been nice to be able to just have that time to spend time with Mac, but then also to grieve, because that was such a hard process. Even though he wasn't my first dog, it was hard. It was still hard. With dogs, they're my whole life because I don't have any kids. I'm not planning to have kids. They really are my kids. It just meant a lot, and it was really hard for me to lose Mac because he played such an important part of my life. Jaffa, my first dog, passed when he was 17, so I felt like I had a long time with him, whereas Mac, I really didn't have as much time, and I felt like, could have done more with him, could have travelled around and took him around Australia, but given I was in an 8-to-5 job, I couldn't do that much. Growing in an Asian family, I was born in Indonesia, but I came here when I was 10. Both of my parents are Indonesian and I'm the eldest. So in a way, I'm kind of entrusted to have a good job, get a good job in accounting, business, doctor, nursing, those jobs that pay good money and also constant income. And we're meant to support the whole family, even though, my sister and my brother have their own life, I'm still expected to support them as well. And I feel like, I've always had to please my parents and make sure that they're happy, but I've had to really change my mindset to say, actually, it's okay for me to want to do my own things. I just have to tell them that, this is what I want to do. I know what's best for me and I know what makes me happy, and just believe in me that I can do it. And I think it's just having the belief that you can do whatever you want and you just need to work on it and you can be successful in it. For me, success doesn't mean making tons and tons and tons of money. Success means that I'm happy, I get to do what I love, I get to spend time with my dogs and also see my family. And I think that's really what I had to work on, to have that mindset belief of allowing myself to go for what I want and not also requiring approval from everyone and pleasing everyone, being liked by everyone, and that it's okay. I mean, yes, you want to be liked by people, but you don't want that to control your life and your decisions. I took a very big leap and a big risk, leaving a secure, constant income public service job to do pet photography full time because I just love it so much. It has expanded my network. I've traveled around the world to join pet photography workshop. I got to travel to Iceland and Copenhagen and meet dogs there, and it was just epic. I think that was a once in a lifetime. One of my bucket lists was ticked. I never thought in my life I would tick that bucket list item so soon. Being able to be in that environment surrounded by other pet photographers, an amazing pet photographer instructor to learn from, and photographing dogs in just some, of the exotic places like the waterfalls, the glaciers. It was I don't know, I could not believe it at that instant. I still couldn't believe that I've done that. It was probably one of the happiest, one of my happiest travel moments, and I just love it. And then last year as well, Sony Australia approached me and I became one of the digital imaging advocates. So it's definitely has taken me to places, and obviously it's hard running your own business. There's lots of challenges and it's hard work, but there's a great fulfillment in it. Recently, I've had a lot of clients lost their dog. So I know how that feels through losing Mac. And hearing them saying that, I'm so glad that we did this session and I got these beautiful photographs of them to be put on my wall to remind me of them. They go in tears when they see their photo, and I become very emotional too when that happens. But just to see them happy when they see the photos and to know that I've kept their legacy and memory of their pet, and for them to be able to see that every day just makes me feel so happy.